Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio using the C-Block mod pack. So, we are doing pretty well. Yesterday we set up this little array making the 4 major types of ore. Making the 4 ores that can be smelted into the main 4 major type of metals. There's only six types of raw ore. Anyway. So that's going fine. We're not quite ready to do science now. So science, the green science, requires not just those things, but also a basic circuit board. Basic circuit boards require wood, and wood is about brown algae. So I think we need to expand our algae farm. We'd already intended for it to be expanded. We just need to make it happen. At least we're going to have a lot of resources we need to expand. I just want to grab a few things. They don't need the next tier. They don't need the blue circuits. The next machines need the blue circuits, but not these. So let's go and get that going. We're gonna need the new labs, which we have a few. You know, I just realized we haven't hooked this up yet. Maybe we should do that first. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do next. Well, no, we can get that hooked up after we have some of this going. That way we'll have science going while stuff to do while science is going. So let's just lay out some land. So we're gonna need 3 of these. Which I don't have enough of. Now we're gonna need one of these too. Ah, it's getting all dark. Okay, these are brown algae, so they need saline. Which is super convenient, that we don't actually need to give these carbon anymore. I think they used to need carbon, and that was not so good. That was tricky to make happen. You know, actually, let's lay this down one step so we could run the saline line above it. And you know what? Let's go ahead and lay out 4, just so that it's, just so that it's more even looking. What are we doing with these? The brown algae. What's the ratio of them to the next step? Like, do I want to put liquefiers between them? We're turning into alginic acid. Okay, we need to look that up. Alginic acid. Yeah. So brown algae is produced 100. Okay, it's produced at 40 brown algae every 30 seconds, and it's going to be in a machine that's of speed 1. So we're actually going to produce 1.33 algae per second, but we're going to have in pairs. So, well, no, let's do it per machine. Per algae farm. We're using it to make alginic acid, and that's the only use for it, right? No. We could also turn it into sodium carbonate if we wanted to, or lithium chloride. What's this good for? Sodium aluminate, glass. No, no, no. We'll leave that all alone. So, this is 10 algae becomes 2 alginic in 10 seconds. And it's going to be in a machine. We're going to use the blue ones. So, well, let's test both. So if it was in a brown, what do they call this? The base ones, the basic assemblers. It's equal to that divided by 0.5. So in 20 seconds, it needs to consume 10 algae. Or 0.5 algae a second. Or if it was in a blue one, that would be every 13 seconds. Stop doing that. It would be consuming 0.75 algae a second. These are producing 1.33 per farm, so we would actually need 2 of the. How does that work out? So equals that divided by that. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. No, we did that right. So we would need 2 of these farms to. Okay, this lends itself towards a different pattern, because this can support multiple extras, as opposed to in green algae, this can support multiple algae farms. I do think we want to use the blues, though. That would just make it nicer. Otherwise, we need to get 3. So, what's this happening in? Okay, just the basic assemblers. While those get made, let's think about this. How we're going to lay things out. And we're going to need more of these, too. And we're already out of iron plates. Wow. We should expand this up, also. Oh, let's put this away. All right. You know, actually, we could probably make some gains here by just using these. I mean, we're gonna need them eventually, so maybe that isn't really benefiting us much. But oh well. But we know where they're going to be. There's going to be 2 of them right here. So let's just placeholders. And we'll output like that. We need more space. Oh. And then right here, we need to do the water treatment. We figured that ratio out at one point, I believe. Way up here. So yeah, we were saying one water treatment could support 6 algae farms that have brown algae. We're doing 4. 4 is sufficient. We don't need that many algae farms. And if we need to, we could double it up and do 8. 6 is just an awkward number. So we put that here. Is that going to work nicely? The saline is this one, right? Yeah. Yeah. In fact, well, if we're doing that, let's just rotate these all sideways. So we can just plug it in right there. Then we'll need a clarifier right next to it. Oh, we already have one. We're gonna go back to using stone pipes for this, at least. Let's actually go ahead and lay some of that out so it's building up here. So I don't have to think about myself so much. Just off to the side here, we'll make it. So you're gonna be making the blues. Wait a minute, no, that's not gonna work. We need to make the same thing we're gonna make in a moment. We can do the last step after. Where's my wire? There. Did this stop? It's not getting well populated anymore. Plenty of slag slurry. It's a filter prop. Oh, they ran out of charcoal. Yeah, we're still not completely automated. Say all these things still need fuel. Alright. And this is all completely stopped. I could just get rid of it. We should do that at some point. In fact, let's do that now. Inventory full. It's not a terrible thing. Oh, that's annoying. Let's stick it in a box. That's a lot of mud. Leave that there for now. That needed to be there. That was essential. This can go away too, but not yet. That will go away as soon as we get the next bit laid out. Okay, these are making alginic. What was the rate? It was... each of these less than 1 a second. And they're going to be pulling in a bit less than 1 a second, so it doesn't matter. This needs water. This is fine for a makeshift thing. Eventually we'll put like a water bore here or something. We'll work it out. Doesn't quite fit across. Alright. Oh, get this. Okay, the next step after the alginic is pulping. And it needs cellulose fiber for that. So let's just figure out this total. We're producing 8 times that much alginic a second. 1.2 alginic a second. This thing takes 4 cellulose. I'm sure we did this before. Let's copy it. So let's find that. These spreadsheets I make seem really useful at the time, but I end up getting so far away from them that I lose track of what I'm doing. And then technology increases, and you don't want to use the same formulas anymore because your machines are all faster. Okay. Why does that think it's going to be divided by 0? Okay, what we actually are going to have other way around. Equals that divided by that. So we need... Really? We would need 9 of these? I'm skeptical. I guess it works. Yeah, it takes 8 seconds to run if I'm using the basic machines. So we would need 9 basic machines. And that would be pulling in quite a bit of cellulose a second. 4.5. This is all starting to feel more familiar to me, so I'm sure we've done all these calculations before, like I just showed. But we're going to need to make some more of these. Which are fairly light. Oops. Charcoal. I put them all in there. Just use this, man. It's strange, it's not quite able to keep up with the slag slurry. I thought I made it perfect. Is it not going all the time? No, it's going all the time. Oh well. I was just doing, is it backing up a little bit? Alright. We're still getting a bit of landfill out of this because this was never intended to use up all that. I think that would use up like 8 of them. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. I can place a lot of windmills now that we have this going on full time. But this feels so good. We have this going fine, so I'm not that worried. This is all not backed up at all, is it? Just curious. I guess because this side gets more likely to out. No, that's, I don't know. Don't matter. Not worry about it. Alright, so the plan was to make 9 of these. All making compost. Not compost. All making... What is it? It's pulp. And we'll need to grab some of this cellulose, which is intentionally oversupplied, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Except for how to fit it down. It's an issue. Let's just split it out, and then we'll merge right there, and then go down. Well, I could split the bottom off. That might be best. Yeah, okay. Oh. How much pulp is being inserted? I'm sorry, cellulose per second? 0.5? A red can handle that easily. Actually, what's the next step after that? It's 3 pulp to 1 paper. So we're producing, is it pairs? It's not. It's 0.25, no, that's, yes, it's 0.25 pulp per second from a pair. So it's 3 to 1. Which isn't easily worked out when you have set it up this way. Should I not do it that way? Should I just do... No, this is fine. Let's just, let's work it like this. We can make this happen. I kind of wish I'd moved it all down one, but that's okay. Well, can it become pairs if we make it faster? That might be easier. No, that just makes it hold more. That means it would be 4 machines for one, which is actually closer to what I want. So let's do it that way. I like that. That's nice. I'm liking this. So there'll be a bit extra, which is not a problem. Alright. And then the step after that is the boards. I'm trying to think, do we need one for each? We're going to be producing 0.875 times 2. Alright, yeah, that'll be solid. 0.875 times 2. 1375. So it's a third again. That's a little irritating. Because we only have 2. So it just won't run all the time. That's fine. So we just need one factory that's going to make the boards. And it could even be a, it could be one of these. Getting a little messy with the belting, but I think it's okay. Or I'm gonna act like it's okay. Are we having power problems? Really? Yeah, we're at capacity. Well, this will be a test of our power system's resilience. Annoying with these. You know, I should at least get the red sign, the green science going. Being lazy. I'm sorry, the red science going. Didn't I say to make a bunch of this? I thought I did. I guess not. Did I make the wrong thing, perhaps? No. What's this for? Let's make one of those. To pump 11? Or I can make 11 pumps. Oh, I made way too many of the boilers. Whoops. Are these the things that let me get this infinite groundwater? Lithia water. No, these are things I can just insert into at this point. Purified water. No. This is something else. This is Bob's. This is a Bob equivalent. Like, does it work? Does it produce water? It produces water. From without a source? Wait a minute. Does it produce purified water without a source? That's cheating! I'm not using that. That's cheating. That is totally cheating. Good God. That's just silly. But anyway, yeah, we're not using that. That's cheating. Oh, I should have placed them up more. That can't be how it's supposed to be. That's like a mod mismatch or something. Because there's like water boring. That's like as a thing. You have to research. Yeah, water bore. Which apparently makes is what I'm looking at. But using that to make purify water, that's so cheaty. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. But I'm gonna know it's there the entire time I play. Okay. Plenty of excess capacity now. Let's go and finish up down here. We probably needed to make some things. That's why we came up in the first place. Oh, okay. It's got the boards. Now we need to get copper down here, which we haven't figured out how to do yet because it's because this is makeshift up here. So we'll just grab a big chunk of copper. I wonder what the ratio is. Did we work that out? I don't think we did. Wait a minute, what's that? Sodium hypochlorite. That's not what I was looking for. I'm making paper. This is a way of making paper more efficiency by adding chlorine. Then we have this, which we have to get rid of at some point. Or maybe that's useful for things? Rocket fuel capsule. Yes, that will eventually be useful. In theory. So, the boards are only used to make circuit boards. And it happens in speed 1. One board to one circuit board needs 3 cable. We're producing less than 1 a second, right? We're producing like 0.25 boards a second. So a single one will do. This probably is a point where fast inserters would be a help. Alright. So that's a bunch of those. Now we have to automate green science. So we'll need more of these. Oh, and we're out of the blue. Oh. You know, maybe I've been approaching this the wrong way. Maybe we should have gone for the chemical lab first, and then started doing like farm science. That's what do I want? Yes, solder smelting. That might be good. Get into getting greater efficiency on this production. I can't tell if this is going to back up long term or if we're producing enough charcoal for it to continue. Which reminds me, we probably need to replace the charcoal on the what are they called? I keep wanting to say clarifier, but no, they're filtration. Filterers. Interesting how this one goes less than that one. I don't know why. I guess. Oh, because it goes right there, of course. I guess if I were to put one there, it would be even more even, at least. Never mind. Okay, so we have the infrastructure developed to the southeast to put together the more advanced circuits. We'll need to grab some alginic on the way. Probably should have grabbed some charcoal too. We have plenty of solder over here. That's not an issue. That looks a little weird right there. Right there? It's like there's a... I don't know. The shadow isn't right. Oh. That could have gone bad fast. Oh. We never put an inserter there. Whoops. And these are so slow that they don't need to be the fast ones. I was mistaken. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, they do need basic circuits. I thought I was confused for a moment. Here's where we could use some blues. You know, I don't really even need these to be the blue ones to be doing our science. We should be doing our science in the basics. So we don't have enough mineral production to actually support, like, even close to like 1 a second. These are all desert, right? Yeah. Oh, I can almost see some worms. Oh, right. That's why we were needing those. Never mind. For the lab, not for the assemblers. I'd love to. This is the bottleneck right here. That wasn't what I meant to do. I don't have another one of those? I thought I had several. Oh, never mind. I just want to disconnect this from the power, because it's not doing anything anymore. That enough for two? Looks like it just needs... Let's see, can we make... Yeah, we have plenty. Just need more iron. So, we did place one, right? Where is it? And that can have exploration tokens. I wondered what would make that work. Okay. You know what? Let's set up science next time. I don't really have enough time to really do it properly. So I'm gonna take a break there. Thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young and this is Factorio.